All right, time to look at Lesson 8, Collision Analysis. So we're going to use Newton's first law and the second law to analyze how a collision affects an object when things crash together. So how do we analyze collisions? Well, we look at balanced versus unbalanced forces. We analyze. So we look at it and try to figure out all the pieces, all the details. And then we're going to look at whiplash because that's kind of the thing we've been focusing on to help us see what's going on. Now let's talk about balanced versus unbalanced forces again. Now remember, balanced forces cancel out. Like the forces on this knife being balanced so it doesn't fall out of Thanos' hands. You're balanced in your chair against the forces pushing up on your behind from the chair itself versus the gravity of Earth. You lean on a wall. Now, with unbalanced forces, one side of the force is winning, right? That remaining, the winning force is called net force. It's the force that's left. Kind of like your net paycheck is how much money you get after all the taxes and whatnot are taken out of it. So when you kick a ball or drop a textbook, there is a net force. Oh, bad to be that dummy. So let's analyze this crash in the frame. That means from the perspective, looking at it through Newton's first law. So the bike and dummy are in motion. The wall acts on the bike, changing its motion. Now, the dummy has no force acting on it, so it keeps going. The wall acts on the dummy. Ouch. Now we're going to look at it in Newton's second law. So from Newton's second law, we learned last lesson what's going on here. So the bike and dummy are in motion. Oh, the wall applies a force to the bike's mass, accelerating it in the opposite direction of movement, which slows it down. Darn lights. Now the dummy experiences no acceleration, right? Because there's no unbalanced force. It keeps moving. The wall applies a force to the dummy when it hits the wall, which accelerates it in the opposite direction of movement, which slows it down. Now, which of these analyses are right then? Well, they're both right. Now, different frames focus on different perspectives of the situation. These are different mental models. Remember, models are a way for us to look at something and show things about it, right? They can both help us process and understand what's happening in the physics, especially if it's a more complicated thing going on than this bike we're watching. Now let's look at whiplash. Remember we talked about those 3 collisions before in one of our first lessons? The car hits, so here the car hits the back of your car. So some car bumps into you. This accelerates your car a little bit, right? That car seat pushes your body, accelerating your body. If you have no headrest, nothing is pushing your head. So your head snaps back like we see in this picture until your neck catches your head. Now the muscles in your neck are stretched out and they stretch and then pull your head back. And so your head snaps forward until your neck stops your head going forward. Bruh, it seriously hurts. For real, for real. Like I've had whiplash before. Some of you may have had it before. It's no joke if you get serious whiplash. It hurts for a long time. And that's basically the end of our lesson. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.